everyone, Ains here, Seasoned Gaming, and it's hard to believe it has been 5 years, almost to the week, that I bought this Secret Lab chair. Now, in that time, I have used this chair extensively, probably an average of 6 to 8 hours a day, between working from home at times, content for Seasoned Gaming, podcasting, gaming, all those other things. And so with so many options on the market and gaming chairs becoming an especially big thing for not only work at home people, but just people streaming and playing on PC and etc., there are a million options for gaming chairs on the market right now. Secret Lab is one of the higher tier options. Their prices were already higher. They've gotten higher over the past couple years, and they have some quite expensive accessories as well that go with their chairs. So, what I want to talk about today is my experience with the Secret Lab Cyberpunk chair. As you may notice right away, we've got this Witcher skin on it, which is another Secret Lab thing that I will touch on, and just talk about the wear and tear of the chair, how it's worked for me, with all the usage I've put it through, how it's stacking up. So consider this the long-term review for Secret Lab chair. Before we get into that, of course, the usual spiel. If you enjoy the content, enjoy what we do here at Seasoned Gaming, please hit that like and help us out. And but no, I'm not going to waste your time on that. Let's go ahead and get to it. So, first things first, let me take this stuff off. So, take off this pillow. On top of my Cyberpunk, yellow chair is this Secret Lab skin. They came out with these about maybe a year and a half ago, something like that. And essentially what this is it's a skin that goes right over the chair directly. It's a padded skin made of high quality materials, and it it basically is meant to replace the look or change the look of what you have in your normal chair. So because I have the yellow Cyberpunk chair and I work from home and work business, I wanted a slightly different look, and so, I went with the Witcher skin. But as you can see, it basically slides right over like a skin. And so there's your kind of detailed Cyberpunk chair that everyone knows, of course, and there's your heavy skin. Now, a couple things about this, and I'll talk about the skin first. These are about $100, so they're not cheap, as usual with Secret Lab stuff. But they really are thick, they really are high quality, and everything is embroidered. So it is, it's been kind of a cool thing. It doesn't change the way the chair feels so much, but it is nice just to give it a different look. And they have all sorts of different branding and design. So if there's a specific game or IP you really like, you can, have something like this bright yellow, almost obnoxious Cyberpunk chair, and switch it into a gray Witcher chair, and people will be none the wiser. The only thing you might notice is it doesn't fit exactly, and that is primarily because these skins are made for the new Titan Secret Lab chairs. This was the prior model, and so the curve is slightly different. However, it still does work. I've had it on there since I bought it. There's been no problems with it. You just see a little of the yellow gap here and there from the difference in design, but otherwise it's fine. So again, if you go down the route of a Secret Lab chair and you want to check out Secret Lab skin, definitely do so if you like a design. They can be a little pricey at $100, but generally speaking, they're worth it. All right, so let's get to the meat and potatoes of this, which is the chair itself. So as I said, gaming chairs range anywhere from your $100 budget chair all the way up to your top end Secret Lab and other brand chairs that are $500, $600, $700, $800 nowadays. And the question I usually get asked is, one, how's your Secret Lab chair faring for you? Is it worth the money? Which is what we're going to talk about today. And two, for the people who either work from home or, are in a chair 8, 10, 12, even 14 hours a day, do these make the most sense? So I'm going to try to answer both of those questions. First things first, I want to talk about the fact that I've had this chair for 5 years now. As I've said, I use it every single day, usually several hours a day. And it's, it has supported me for a long time now, since this is going on year 5. Now, Secret Lab advertises their longevity, their kind of leatherette, their, patented material here. And I will say that, as you can see, there's a little indent from the Witcher skin here, but otherwise, I'm a, over 200 pound individual, 20 pound, on this chair for that many hours I just said over 5 years, and you honestly would not know. The bottom of this is still as it was, almost new. It shows very little wear. It's still, comfortable and padded. The lumbar support is solid, and the armrests look brand new. They're kind of padded, this gel material. Everything I said when I first reviewed this chair has remained really true. And I've only had that skin on for about, maybe a year and a half, like I said. So, the most of the time I've spent was on this chair directly. And it just continues to look great, if you like yellow Cyberpunk chairs, of course. So I would say from a quality perspective, Secret Lab talks a lot of talk, but they have walked it as far as I'm concerned. One of the other things that happened is my mistake. I did something one time, I think I was putting a desk together or something, and this little latch here, which allows you to slide the armrest up and back, I actually snapped one of them off. And so I couldn't move the armrest anymore. I reached out to Secret Lab support. I said, hey, look, got a broken latch here on this armrest. What can I do? They shipped me a brand new armrest for free, pretty much overnight. I got it like 3 days later, put on the new armrest, good to go. They said, hope you're enjoying the chair. So again, from my perspective, the support has been excellent. Now, the big question is, how does this chair stack up to other gaming chairs? And I think there is a market difference. So I've gone through 4 gaming chairs. My son is using a different one upstairs right now, which is about a $400 chair, so it's not a cheap chair. And it does not stack up to the Secret Lab chair. So this has gone up in price since I bought it. When I bought it, these were just under $500. I think this model now is $620, with the extra large edition being another $50, so $670. So they really have gotten pricey. And you can add on custom things like $70 padded memory foam armrests and other things, but the chair itself, will run you into the 6s or 7s nowadays, so it's a lot of money. But you do get a nicer quality chair. The materials are better, the structure is better, everything's metal, the armrests are really solid. They call them the 4D armrests because, they just move back, front, in, out. So if you're gaming or, resting a certain way, you can adjust them. It's got full flexibility, tilt back and forth, it's very malleable from a chair perspective. And I will say too that for someone like me who's a pretty big guy and, work out a lot and kind of into fitness in that sense, this has really supported me well as well. I don't get the extensive pain or any back problems or anything else sitting for long periods of time. So it's been very good in that regard. Now, I think in that sense, the Secret Lab chair is worth it in that price range. What I would tell professionals is if you're someone who is a designer or a coder or someone who streams for a living or just someone who needs a chair again for that 8, 10, 12 hour, if you're really over that mark where you're in this chair as much or more than you're in your bed, then I would probably go higher, right? Make that investment for yourself from a professional kind of office chair company. You're gonna spend $12, $15, even $2,000, right, on a chair in that regard. But when you're using it that much and it's that critical to what you do on a day-to-day basis, it's worth it. And these chairs, gaming chair, Secret Lab, even your top gaming chair, they're just not up to that standard. They're just not. You're gonna get better lumbar support, better neck support, better comfortability and breathing. There's just a lot of things there that I think, are higher end than, say, this Secret Lab chair. But again, you're talking about double the cost or more. So I would say that if you're just gaming on PC, you stream part-time, you're in your chair like I am, anywhere from 4 to 8 hours a day, sometimes 10 hours on the high end. But generally speaking, a few hours per day or several hours per day, this chair has been fantastic. And I think, it's an added bonus that you can also get licensed chairs. I love Cyberpunk, love Witcher, and so, it's from a gaming room perspective, that's kind of cool as well. So, there's some other niceties in new chairs too, like these old ones, they came with the strap for the headrest, and this falls off on occasion, it's not great. The new ones are not only better shaped, but they're magnetic. They just clip on like that, so it's nice and easy. And they obviously continue to refine the materials and the shape too, so the new one will be even nicer than this. But generally speaking, it's been great. It really has. I know I see all these kind of crazy videos where it's like, I had my Secret Lab chair for a year and it's torn apart, and it's like, what the hell were you doing? Okay. Like I said, a big guy, been in this for 5 years now, many hours per day, and look at it. It's in great shape. So take care of it, be a normal human being, and your chair will be fine. If you have any questions or anything like that about this chair, gaming chairs in general, or certain Secret Lab accessories, I have dealt with some of their other stuff as well. Leave a comment, leave a message. I'm happy to reply. But otherwise, yeah, like I said, if you're in the market for a gaming chair that you're going to spend some time in, if you can avoid it, obviously everyone has a different budget. Don't go cheap. The $100, $200 chairs are just really poorly made. They're going to be uncomfortable. They're going to have problems. I've dealt with that upstairs with my son and others. So don't bother. At least invest in a good gaming chair, whether it's Secret Lab or something else. But this one is really solid. And then, like I said, on the higher end, if you're in the office or something, you need even something higher. Invest in yourself. It's worth it. But otherwise, Secret Lab has been great. And honestly, I couldn't really recommend it much more. It's excellent. So thank you as always for hanging out with me. Thank you for checking back in on the Secret Lab chair. Like I said, if you have any comments, questions, anything else I can answer, I'm happy to. As always, thanks for supporting Seasoned Gaming, independent gaming journalism with no monetization. And we will see you next time. Peace.